Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Ryan White back from the new podcast today on the Matthew Words podcast. Viewers back,
Yes,
and we
sir.
have a kind of a new studio, I would say.
Yeah, we're trying something new today. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it's pretty brand new.
to start off. We got Patrick Beverly, who is a crazy man.
Yeah, he is.
Um,
To be
but
honest, were
yeah,
you expecting this trade to happen at all? Like, did you really think he was gonna be traded?
it wasn't foreseeable for me, honestly.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they were looking at him like that. But I mean, it's the Lakers. They need some fresh blood, I guess, on their team, and
yeah,
Patrick Beverly will deliver that. Especially on the defensive side of the ball,
yeah.
which they lack a lot on.
I'm really happy for him to get out of a bad situation. I think that him and Russ, to be honest, with
Mhm.
like it's pretty solid backcourt.
Hmm.
Patrick, he's really just a big time player. He loves defense.
Yeah,
Obviously, he's not a stats guy, so he's not going to get like
yeah,
20
yeah.
points per game,
His
whatever.
offensive stats are like, yeah, like you said, like you were saying, he's not that guy. He's gonna get you
Right.
20 points a night.
Yeah.
He's just gonna keep a good clamp on the point guard who he's guarding, and then any points you see from him is a bonus.
Yeah.
Um, like hopefully he can just keep playing really well on defense, and then maybe boost his offense a little bit. But I think focusing on defense for him is, I think that's what they want him for.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I mean, LeBron has been like he's proven that he's a great two-way player. I think in the past couple of years he's been focusing more on his offense,
Yeah.
just getting like literally better at shooting,
Yeah.
which is crazy because he's like 38 or something.
LeBron, Lakers are going to probably do a lot better than they were last year, right?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
could I could definitely see them making a drastic improvement
yeah.
between last season and this season.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what
Because I
they
mean,
have.
they signed young guys on the team. They got some defense, you know.
Hmm.
Because I mean, that's where they were lacking last year. They were just too old.
Yeah, I didn't really see Patrick Beverly staying on the Jazz for that long.
Yeah.
Even if he did stay, I don't think it would be. I don't think it would even be a full season, just
Yeah.
because him as a point guard, he's probably not going to want to be a backup or
Yeah.
coming off the bench, but and like in Utah, he probably would have been that
Yeah.
with Mike Conley starting over
So would
him.
you say he's gonna be a starter in LA or
No,
no?
I don't think so. Unless like unless Russell Westbrook goes down to the shooting guard, which I don't think he'll do because he likes to
Yeah.
carry the ball. But
Yeah.
again, like we said previously, they've kind of shaped their defense more around Carmelo Anthony or
Yeah.
what
Anthony
Anthony
Davis.
Davis.
Yeah.
Yes. Um,
I mean, Anthony Davis is coming back too,
yeah, yeah.
which is what they need. I
They
mean,
need it.
how many games did Russ, Anthony, and LeBron play together last year? Like one or
Barely any.
yeah, barely any
Yeah.
games. So we can't really get like a good glimpse of the LA team,
Yeah.
to be honest. So I think Patrick Beverly, I mean, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I know him and Russ kind of had some beef like their whole careers.
Really.
Because I mean, Russ is obviously going to be the starting point guard.
Yeah.
You have Austin Reeves, the white
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
I think he's going to be a pretty solid player. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I think he will be.
Because I mean, we all saw him at OU. He was balling out. Would you say LA is going to be a playoff team finally, or can't
I think
really?
so. I
Okay.
think so, honestly. And they've gave LeBron an extension. It was like 2 year, 98 million,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
We talked about before. He's only ranked number 43 in his class.
Yeah. So he still has time to improve, but I don't think he's hit the ceiling as far as his height goes,
Yeah.
as far as his basketball IQ goes. I think he has plenty of room to improve.
Yeah.
I really hope that we see both the James brothers in the league just dominating.
Yeah.
I think Bryce is the better. Hear me out. Like he has the height more like his dad. He plays more like his dad.
Yeah.
And so I think that dominant, like LeBron is just He's been dominating the league for like 20 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think if anyone does it, I think Bryce is the one to do it
Yeah.
to actually
Yeah.
carry on his dad's legacy.
Yeah.
Like $1 million.
Million?
Yeah.
My God. It's a lot of
Like
money.
he takes good care of his body.
Yeah.
Smokes a couple of cigars here and there.
Mitchell traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. You're one of your favorite teams, Cooper.
Yeah.
Were you shocked by this at all? Were you because everybody thought New York was going to be the team he was going to go
Yeah.
to.
And they were holding off on RJ Barrett, holding off on his extension.
Yeah.
To actually get a trade with him and potentially trading RJ Barrett to the Jazz. So I think it was unexpected. I didn't even know they were in talks to like trade. But I mean, I think I don't really know who won
Yeah.
the trade. I'm thinking like I think the Jazz have won it.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody's saying they're going to go like the OKC route, get like 20
Yeah.
picks, and then
And I mean, they just got a new coach, which
right,
he has 5 years. They got a bunch of first round picks.
right.
Um, in the years ahead.
Plus,
I
they have
mean,
Ochai Abaji
yeah,
and Walker Kessler, who they just got from Timberwolves.
yeah, and then Laurie
Colin Sexton,
Markkinen,
who they just gave 18.
Colin Sexton, who came back from injury,
Yeah,
and I mean, he's like that. I think he's like that six man. He's
yeah.
just a really solid player.
Colin Sexton.
Yeah,
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 I think to be honest, I think he's one of the most underrated players.
yeah.
Because I mean, before he tore his ACL last year,
Mm-hmm.
he was averaging like what 20 points a game
Yeah,
or something like that.
like that.
So
He's
he,
crazy.
to me, he's one of the best, most underrated players in the NBA right now.
Yeah, I don't think it was the Knicks' decision. I think it was ultimately like the Jazz didn't want to be in trade with the Knicks. I don't know.
Yeah,
They didn't. I mean, the Knicks didn't really have a whole lot to offer. RJ Barrett's he's decent.
yeah,
He's just like a mid tier. Like I'm not saying he can't get better. He has plenty of room to improve, but he just hasn't done anything crazy.
yeah.
It's been that like 19 point a game, kind of nothing else. Like 2 assists.
Like a bust, or
I wouldn't
what
say
would
he's
you
a
say?
bust. I just don't think he has lived up to what he was drafted at and what people thought he was going to be. I know he played with Zion and at Duke and stuff, but I just don't think he's been that great in the league. Like I think he can do more than that.
Yeah.
For being a third overall.
Yeah.
So
to me, I think the Cavs really won this trade.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they still have Darius Garland,
mm-hmm.
they have Donovan Mitchell, they have Jared Allen, and they still
Kevin
Love, and Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
So
his brother.
Yeah. And to me, I think the Cavs will probably be one of the top seeds next year.
Yeah, yeah. I think with Donovan Mitchell added to this group, they weren't really like they didn't feel the improvement of Colin Sexton. So maybe they don't like have it as much of a loss, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he didn't play it all last year and they still kind of were like that eighth seed, I think.
Yeah.
So with Donovan Mitchell, and then they didn't really feel the repercussions instantly of Colin Sexton leaving. And who knows what the potential is of Ochai Agbaji.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not saying that wrong. On the news of the Knicks, RJ Barrett I think he's getting the 4-year, 120 million.
No, he is. Yeah. He's kind of like an up and down player, I would say. He's not very consistent.
Next up, we got Chet Holmgren, who unfortunately is out for the season. Which
rest in peace,
bro.
We were expecting him to be so much.
We're expecting him to be there like next year. So
I mean,
it's just tough.
We can wait.
Yeah, we'll wait.
We'll wait.
I really hope he like puts on weight, which I know will be hard while he's injured, but I think if he's getting into the gym, his diet's right, I think bro, I could be your diet coach.
Exactly.
I got you. You need to put on some
Jeff, you need somebody to help you out.
muscle
I'm
mass.
right here, bro.
I can't help you with the shooting form
Yeah.
when you get bigger, but
I mean,
he's got a lethal shot, I
yeah.
think.
To me, I just hope it doesn't like affect his play style. This injury.
Yeah, yeah. I think like previously on the podcast, like I would say I was like he's gonna get body, he's gonna do all this, but he's a very shifty dude, and like I think yeah, on defense he'll probably get bodied a few times by that big center in Memphis. Have you seen that dude?
Huge.
He's like 260.
He's 6'7", 280.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That dude's like he's built different. He's crazy big, and
I think he's actually gonna be a really good player because
yeah, I think
you
so
don't see
too.
many guys like him in the NBA.
He's just so dominant. Like
yeah,
I
like
think he's like
Shaq, but
yeah,
like smaller.
but yeah,
Smaller Shaq. Next year, hopefully,
mm-hmm.
please don't get injured. Don't play LeBron.
Yeah.
But
No more pro ams.
No more pro.
I know earlier this week, John Wall released a statement. He was like, that he struggled with suicidal thoughts and
yeah,
almost like committed the act. And I was just saying like that's so hard, like going through family death and then injury. It really messes with your mental health. I just thought it was notable, and I think we should definitely like focus like not all of our attention on their mental health, but just be there for them, I guess. Injury is so hard to deal with, like being bedridden.
Because I mean, he lost his grandma.
Yeah,
and it's Achilles.
And he's out. He can't play basketball. He can't do what he loves. Yeah. He lost his loved one, and it's tough.
Well, I'm excited to see him playing in LA.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really excited for that team.
Yeah.
Kawhi's gonna be back. John Wall's gonna be back.
All love for John Wall, bro. Yeah. That's gonna be a good team. It's gonna be a great team.
It's gonna be a lot better like the LA teams, both of them this year. Because last year there wasn't really much to cheer about, So I think
like you had Paul George, which was primarily the only one doing everything, and then you had Reggie Jackson. Yeah. So
I think for the Clippers, they just need a fresh start. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think they're getting it this year.
Wait, was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I think. Yeah.
So it's crazy to think that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, because this year I was like, no. They were like 10. They were like 9th seed. They were like fighting to get up.
They were, they were close because I mean they were Western Conference Finals, right?
Yeah.
So
like first round, he was all right, but he was mainly alone because Devin Booker was out for a couple games.
Yeah.
But
he basically won that series for them.
Yeah. And it was a tough series. Yeah. The Pelicans did not hold up. Right. They're gonna be back next year.
Yes, sir. So let's talk about Zion. So Zion's coming back.
Yeah.
He's clear to play 5-on-5. Finally, oh my god.
Finally, he was like
took him like 2 years, bro.
He was doing tomahawk dunks before he could actually play 5-on-5.
So
like
what
that's
do you
bogus.
expect from Pelicans this upcoming season?
Dude, I expect big things from them. I think we've covered it. I'm just excited.
Multiple times.
For October, bro.
Probably comeback player of the year, maybe.
Yeah. I could see it. I don't see them going all the way or even making the Western Conference Finals. I just think they could hopefully make it past this first round, maybe the second, maybe, but we'll see. We had a couple of college football games in the past week. My team, Nebraska, they lost in Ireland versus Northwestern, which bro,
they were looking good that first drive, and then the rest of the game they weren't bad. They just didn't like convert.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I wasn't watching it because I was at work, but
I mean OSU, they won their first game against Central Michigan. 55-30, 43.
It was like 48.
48. Mr. Sanders had 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, no interceptions, which was crazy.
4 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
2 rushing. That's crazy.
It's crazy. New 12-team formats.
Bro, this expansion is gonna be crazy.
2026.
Yeah, it doesn't go into effect
till that
time.
Yeah.
But
or you can. I mean, it's probably gonna bring in more money, probably
yeah,
more television.
yeah, obviously more games, more money, more chance for an upset.
Yeah.
So I kind of like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I honestly, so I'm not a huge fan of college football. Like if the NFL and college football were on at the same time, I'd probably watch the NFL.
Yeah.
But I still like watching my favorite teams because just there's so many teams in college football that it's so hard to like be like, yo, hey, did you hear about this? I was like, I didn't even watch that. Like, I didn't even get that channel. I didn't even have cable. Like many different divisions and teams. So like I like keeping up with my favorite teams or local teams, but that's about the extent that I go. Yeah. I know you guys, you and Jordan, who we've had on the podcast, love
No, I think
college football.
Jordan's more of a fan than I am of college football, to be honest. I think OSU was part of his name.
Yeah. Bro, he knew everything. I was just surprised.
Yeah, he's amazing.
It's amazing. We need to get him on.
Yeah, we have to have
again
on sometime.
Yeah.
But moving on, Cooper. Russell Wilson, $245 million extension.
That's a lot.
5-year.
That's a lot.
$245 million. Second highest paid QB in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
49 points.
Who's the first?
Aaron Rodgers. $15 million.
Yes, sir. Did you see him on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, they just talked about psychedelic drugs pretty much the whole time. But I mean, I thought it was interesting, like hearing the talks about like how like COVID affected his journey, like in the past few years. So like, I mean,
there's people in the media that were nice to him before the COVID, and then after,
and just shut him down.
Yeah, just shut him down.
And then I was like, there was another story where he was like, he had to test every day, in the morning, and if he wasn't negative, he had a quarantine, and then he couldn't practice with the team. And I know, Joe Rogan has had controversy, in the past, which nowadays, like today, it's not very controversial,
right?
Where people who were vaccinated could get COVID. Like that was like false information at the time.
Right.
So you could get in trouble for that, which, as we know today, you can get COVID if you're vaccinated. I don't want to get political, but like I was just like, wow.
Right. COVID is everywhere. Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, we've seen our own school, like people have gotten COVID even more.
Yeah, just in the past couple of weeks. Yeah.
So, but Joe Rogan, Aaron Rodgers, go check it out. Pretty awesome episode.
It's a good episode. I liked it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Back to Russell Wilson. I mean, he's a guy who it's been amazing. I mean, he's been in 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, one of them. You should have had the other one.
The other one. He just ran the ball.
Pete Carroll. You should have run. You should have run the ball, Pete Carroll.
But I mean, the Denver Broncos look really, really good. I'm not gonna lie; they have a great offense.
Yeah,
the defense could be a little better. But I'm really excited to see what they do.
I am too. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is that guy, and then you got Jordan Love, who when Aaron Rodgers retires, I think Jordan Love will step up to that plate.
Yeah. No, it's in 5 years. So.
Yeah. However long Aaron Rodgers decides to play for.
But, I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers, man, he will always be the best QB in the NFL, in my opinion.
Really?
Because, like, even though his team around him is not that good, I think by himself,
yeah,
he's the best QB.
He's so elite. And
Like when you look at Tom Brady, he has Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Chris
yeah,
Godwin.
he's always got that crazy
Right,
wide receiver.
he knows how to change people's minds.
He's like the LeBron of NFL,
He is. He literally is.
recruiting everybody.
It's crazy to even think about it.
Yeah.
The other rookie wide receivers.
Yeah.
Because they're playing with Aaron Rodgers.
And you got Aaron Rodgers, which it can be a good thing or a bad thing.
Right.
If you're a really good receiver, it's great. Your talent just exemplifies, and he just brings you that much higher. But if you don't like show up, if you're not good,
right,
it's gonna make you look bad.
Right. Because I mean, if you're not invested in the team, then how can you be invested in yourself?
Exactly.
So,
and I mean, if he's throwing it to you, you drop it, that goes on his record too. So you're making him look
Right.
bad. So,
but I think it's gonna be really nice. Like,
yeah.
Packers, they have a really good defense too.
Yeah.
Like, they have one of the best defenses.
I remember when Clay Matthews played, bro.
Clay Matthews.
He was a beast. I remember seeing him on TV,
Yeah.
and I was just like,
Bro, him and AJ Hawk were like amazing.
yeah,
They were amazing. They were so good.
it was Julius Culpepper or something like
Yeah,
that.
Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
I think,
Dude, Clay Matthews is massive. He was so big.
he's like what, 6'2", 6'3", maybe.
It's just
Yeah,
massive.
he's huge.
I remember being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It was the Sam Martin decided not to take a pay cut, so he lost his job. As a, I think it was a punter,
Yeah. For the Broncos, right?
which I think is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a punter, you don't really have that much power. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Unless
So,
you're like Adam Vinatieri or
Right.
something like that.
right.
Or who's the Ravens kicker?
Justin Tucker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that man's insane.
Yeah. Sorry, punters. You have no chance.
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty valuable asset. Like,
Right. I mean, there's only
the team.
32 of them. in
if the
league.
game's on the line, you got to make that field goal. And
Right.
obviously, you want a good kicker. Mantle's card
Oh my
sold
God.
for $12.6
$12
million,
million.
which that's insane. I think it shattered the record like 4 times.
Yeah. So my name is Ryan White, of course. Me and Cooper. Really, I was the first one to start this.
Yeah, yeah.
I made like my own like podcast last year, and
Mhm.
I don't know why I just kept on wanting to make more podcasts, and it sucks when you just talk to yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have anybody else to talk to. So I was like, you know what? Maybe if I asked Cooper, he would join, and he sure did.
I don't even want to
Maybe
make a
not really,
living,
but,
but
like,
I just want to like this
yeah,
is so
to
fun.
have fun, yeah.
Just to talk about sports
And Cooper,
so like I saw this podcast. Like obviously we've been friends since like
Forever,
kindergarten.
yeah.
So I just thought it was great. He was very articulate when he was talking, and I was just listening to it. I think it was during kind of like COVID,
yeah.
like after it.
It was like
And I thought it was really
2021,
cool.
2021, right?
Yeah. I just thought it was cool, and I've always kind of wanted to do a podcast. I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
People could just come on and just talk, just talk about whatever. Yeah. So I asked Ryan. I was like, "Yo, we should do a podcast together." Like I was like, "We should do yours, but like I'll come on and we can just talk about
And
sports."
that's what for me. I was like, no, we have together.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just my podcast. It's
Yeah.
ours. So.
And I thought that was great. So
and we've been trying to have more people on.
Yeah.
And, more
spread the
guests.
wealth.
Like I've had Robbie on, Jordan on.
Yeah, we need to get Robbie on again.
Yeah, we do. Talk about some golf.
Yes. He can like just give me all the knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get how did you get so interested in sports?
Well, I mean, for me, I don't know. I just always kind of grew up with it.
Mhm.
Like, I played basketball, football, soccer, like everything.
Yeah.
And I've been doing fantasy football since I was like 6. Like, it was all my dad, bro.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "Hey, you want to come join me for this draft or whatever?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
and I didn't even know what it was until
Yeah.
So I think fantasy football kind of is like what started for me, and then for basketball, I just kind of played more and more and kind of
Yeah.
got better.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, for me, it's just like sports has always been my thing. I love sports. Love talking about sports.
Um, like I was always pretty athletic kid. Um, and then like I couldn't play them, like because I had
Yeah,
a hip
yeah, I remember
hip
that.
thing. Um, and so it really was like it messed with me. And I think I could have been a really good like football player or something, but
Yeah,
I mean I just can't take a hit. So I just love like talking about them. I love like
yeah.
I love
I
seeing
love
people
watching.
succeed.
You like watching sports.
Yeah, I love watching them
Yeah,
succeed and watching them win and
right.
watching people just go crazy and
Yeah,
smash records, and
yeah.
it's just very
It's super
and
entertaining.
it's interesting
Yeah,
like how they even came up with these sports. Like I was thinking earlier, I was like they literally just throw a basket.
yeah. Like who
They
thought of
throw a
that?
ball into a basket
Yeah, who thought of that?
and then we're like, "Oh, let's cut a hole in it so we can actually get it.
Yeah,
We don't have to go up there every time."
yeah.
And I was just like, that's just so interesting
Yeah,
how they did that.
they are still making sports like
And they're making
pickleball
a
and
great living off of it.
yeah, for everybody's
Camaraderie, it's
yeah,
like brings
right.
people together.
Right, you can talk about
It's
with whoever.
competition, it's just fun. I'm not a huge like I don't know a whole lot about fighting, but I
Neither do
just
I.
I like watching it. I know Usman got
Knocked
kicked
out.
in the face by Leon Edwards, and that was pretty surprising because um in the first round he had I think it was like the first or the second actual takedown of Usman's career. Like Usman has
Whoa.
had never been taken down to the ground.
Yeah, because he was like
Uh
what 19-0 or something like that.
yeah,
20-0.
and
Yeah.
he's just an insane wrestler. And then Leon Edwards has fought him before,
Yeah.
but and he really improved his wrestling to get this. And then like second, third, fourth round, he was losing. Not super bad, but he was not really doing a whole lot. And then I think it was the fifth round, he kind of just looked defeated.
Yeah.
Or fourth round defeated, and then he went back out and just
Lost it.
roundhouse kicked him to the face and knocked
Damn,
him
bro.
out,
That sucks.
which is crazy.
Yeah. Conor McGregor obviously is like the head of UFC, like the face of it.
I think it's kind of changing, but
I mean, I think
I think yeah.
Patty Batty, bro, he's awesome. He's the best right now,
It's
bro. He's so
insane,
awesome,
bro.
bro. Patty
Have you
Batty,
seen like so he'll get super
yeah,
cut for a fight and then
basically,
he'll
yeah,
eat
he was
everything.
like 200 pounds and then he looks like 155,
Yeah,
like 2 months.
it's crazy. Andrew Tate has no like social media now.
Yeah, he got banned.
He got banned from
Got banned.
everything, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, people still post about him on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
but
he's all over still, so
is he on YouTube still or no?
probably not.
Probably
I
not.
don't know.
Probably not.
I don't really listen to him that much.
I don't either.
Um,
I did. I emailed the Thunder organization.
uh,
Um, I haven't heard back. Like I emailed someone. She responded and then said she'd give my information to another person. I haven't heard
yeah.
back from them. I mean, hopefully,
So I mean, if you're watching this, can you please like respond
yeah,
to Cooper, please?
please, please.
You want to do an
If you
interview?
ever watch
We don't
this,
care who the interview's with. Just give us.
I really, yeah, I don't care. We can do it anywhere. I
Right
can take this anywhere. I would love to incorporate a real athlete in here.
into the
Tell
podcast.
us kind of what the behind the scenes stuff is. It's just intrigues me, and I'd love to have them on.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're watching this, please let's just you know do some fun.
Yes.
You know. But see you guys in a little bit. Peace. Thanks for watching.